Okay, today we're going to go looking for gold mines up here around Galena area. No, I think we'll just follow this little road over here. What used to be an old road, maybe. That was a cow path. Great country up here. Let's see. Looks like we need to go up this little trail. Okay. So, this first little mine shaft is right there in the side of the mountain. And just go right up here. And it's all barred off. Somebody don't want you to go in there and find all the gold. Imagine that. And there's what they're telling you. That it's dangerous. So, we just won't go in there this time. Okay, so that was this mine. So, that was mine number 1. Let's proceed and get up to mine number 2. So, Mine number 2 is up this draw a little ways. So I'll meet you up there. Okay, I think we're getting close now. About a quarter-mile hike uphill to this point. And then we just kind of walk up in here. See if I can remember where it's at. Not sure, but I think it's up there. Yeah, I'm going to have to scramble up this hill a little way, so I'll meet you up there at the mine. Wow, that was a hike. Okay, this would be it. It looks like from the last time I was up here, somebody's been hauling a bunch of stuff around here. And there is mine number 2. Well, anyway, don't know if you can see very well, but it only goes back about maybe 75 feet, maybe 100 feet back there. Don't have my flashlight, so I can't shine back there. Don't know what kind of critters are in there right now. So, we won't go in there. And that is mine number 2. Okay. So, there used to be, years ago, another entrance over this way, which is pretty much collapsed down. And that would be up into there. That little hole up there, still open a little bit. Wouldn't be able to crawl down in there, but it's open a little bit. And that would be all of this mine. So, we'll just proceed to the next one. Okay, so this looks like that could be a hole in the ground down there. Maybe a mine shaft. It's hard to tell. It's going into the side of the mountain. But just maybe. Not very big hole, but certainly looks like it could be. Probably a nice animal den down there. Anyway, that's a possible number 3. And this here is an old miner's cabin. The guy still comes up here goes up in mines in that last mine shaft. Been a couple years since I've been up here. He's building something. Hard to say. Maybe it's a new outhouse, I don't know. So, here's the backyard. And there's the outhouse. Only just big enough. Ooh. I think ours is a little better. Ah. Okay. So there it is. So here we are. This is mine number 3 or 4, depending on whether that hole in the ground was a mine. But this is just right on the side of the road. Big hole in the mountain. And looks like probably it's the Forest Service. It says, oh, you can't go in here, so they barred it all off. It's got the same sign. Don't go in. So, it's dark. I don't have a flashlight. I guess we won't go in. But that's an interesting one. Just a big hole in the side of the mountain. Okay, let's go see if there's anything else. Okay, this was the old site of Susanville. Which there is hardly anything left. But right over here is the remains of what they said is the stamp mill. Which is just a pile of lumber now. But back behind it is a collapsed mine shaft. Apparently they brought the rocks out of that mine shaft and ran them in this stamp mill. The stamp mill crushed the rocks to get the gold out of them. But that was some time back. So We just go up here a little bit farther. There's a couple buildings, if you want to call them that now, that are still up here. And I'll show them to you when we get up there. So, this is one of the buildings. This is the better building. It's still here. It might be here for a while. Yeah. It's had a metal roof put on it at some sort, sometime. So that's what's helped preserve it a little bit. But anyway, this was the area called Susanville. Up here and take a peek at this one last pile of lumber that was a building. And this was somebody's house at one time. Somebody actually lived there. Yeah, and its days are numbered. It is about done. I'm sure there was many more buildings around, but those are the only two that have any resemblance to being a building. So, that's Susan.
This is fast painting though, guys.
Yeah, it is.
Make a larger nozzle and you can paint the house in about an hour.
And you don't even have to mask anything.
Yeah.
No, I like it.
Because you can clean the windows when you're done. It's got vinegar in them.
Yeah. And the steel wool doesn't scratch them?
No. Well, that probably helps.
That's all that's in there?
Yeah. It's just white vinegar and steel wool.
Wow.
And you just let it sit out in the sun, and it just corrodes in there. And so when you spray it on, yeah, isn't that cool?
That is so cool. Gee, maybe I should do the inside.
It is Thursday, August 26th, 2021. Here we are in Galena again. Been here for 3 weeks. Anyway, haven't done anything major, just a bunch of little stuff. First of all, in any videos previous, you've seen an extension cord over the driveway. Yep, I put it underground, got rid of the extension cord, wired it in. It runs over there and then underground to the buildings. Now we don't have a wiring mess. And yeah, found an old bottle. Not real old, but old. It's kind of odd looking. Souvenirs. All the wanted people, still the same wanted people. So, if you're up there, you're wanted in Galena. So, made a screen door in the door. So now I got a screen door that's not a pain to use. And I've got a panel that I cut out of the door. Got it fixed so it can go right back in the door. Woohoo! And I built a little ladder for the top bunk. It's always been a pain to get up. I always had to use this little funky thing. That's a pain. So now I've got a little ladder there, makes it a bit easier. That's all I've done in here. Okay. So I did have Mike and Susan were here, and Ellen from Arizona was here. Think she enjoyed it. And nothing really new over that way. Got the rails put up on the bank porch, so now you can sit back and put your feet up. Got a new sign up there, Bank of Ted, in memory of Uncle Ted. Anyway, the rails turned out pretty good. And in here, got a ceiling fan up. That keeps it a lot cooler. That's all for in here. And then when Mike was here, he finished coloring the wood on the building. So now it isn't bright yellow. Got all the back of it done. Looks a bit older. Got the side. That side. So, this building's looking pretty good. And pretty much all is the same. Three weeks it rained for about half a day. And then in here I straightened around a little bit and actually added a light in here. So now we got light, we can see. Okay. Anyway, we get done with the bank and it looks like we're coming this way to do some needed work on this building. Okay. The church, it's still here. Yeah, it's been pretty good 3 weeks. Cleaned up a little bit of our wood pile back there in the back. Organized it a little bit. It's quite a bit better. Put in a little plug over here, so now my pop-up is in space number 1. Camp space number 1 right there. Okay. Got to get to work on this outhouse soon. But for now, there's where we are. Well, Mike, there you go. The last thing I did before I left this time. Got light in here. Fantastic. Cleared all the lumber out of here. Well, most of the lumber. And I raised the roof. Look at that. Woohoo! Yeah. One thing for sure, that whole wall, the framing has to be rebuilt. But that ought to get us going pretty good. Anyway, that's what I did today on Friday. Now I'm done. It's beer time.